Look, it's a part of life that crime is a big problem today. So it's reassuring to know that the window that's most effective at keeping out the cold is equally effective at keeping out intruders. Take a look. These are steel security locks, 2 of them. Very difficult for a burglar. This is where most break-ins happen. The window is jimmied at the meeting rails. Bristol windows have interlocking meeting rails. There's no way anything can slip in here. And 3 panes of glass. Imagine someone trying to break all 3. If you're concerned about break-ins, get your hands on the free brochure from Bristol.
Thank you for calling. Call this number right now and we'll send you our free color brochures and a certificate for free exterior window trim. It's good for 30 days. That means we're obligated. You're not. Call now.
And now, the Family Double Dare Waltz. A Fox Family Classic, Family Double Dare, Saturday.
Thank you for watching the Saturday afternoon movie Breakheart Pass, starring Charles Bronson. Stay tuned next for Cat People, starring Nastasia Kinski. Fire up with the Men of May.
Hey, I like that.
As they said, KAYU ablaze with mystery.
Tell me, now, what do you need? Bloody footsteps leading up to the door?
Romance.
I've got what you might consider a weakness.
Daring missions.
The baby's coming to tell you, Mom!
And an unstoppable enemy. Your hero is under the gun, so draw your attention to all the May movies on KAYU.
Carl Dunstrom, accused of slaying 5 in a drug war, believed to have killed his teenage cousin. Your tips led to his capture. America's Most Wanted Sunday.
Battle the Weekend Blahs. Watch the onset of movies on KAYU. On Saturday, James Garner beats a town at its own game by conning his way into their graces.
Of course, I'll have to blow your head off if you tell.
In Support Your Local Gunfighter, followed by the life of a famous Notre Dame football coach.
There'll never be but one Rockney, here at Notre Dame or anywhere else.
Pat O'Brien stars as Newt Rockney. Then Charles Bronson goes undercover in search of some missing rifles.
They're on the train now in the supply car.
In the snowbound mountains of Breakheart Pass. Next, Nastasia Kinski discovers that love can have tragic consequences.
Oliver doesn't love you. He loves the panther. He wants you because he fears you.
In Cat People. On Sunday, Fighting Americans. First, a small force is left behind to defend an island against a hellish enemy in Bataan. Followed by John Wayne taking command of some rebellious recruits.
Gonna ride you till you can't stand up.
So they can battle the sands of Iwo Jima. This onset of movies is sure to be a hit, so watch us here.
Germany, 1943. A living hell for the Allies. Some see combat for the first time. Others for the last. A war where one maniac calls all the shots. Until a dozen army rejects are plucked from death row to dare the impossible. To execute secret missions behind Nazi lines. But for these 12 men, it's not just a job, it's suicide.
They're very good, whoever they are.
And like they say, war is hell. That's why these guys feel right at home. Saturday, a 2-hour world premiere. Dirty Dozen, the series.
The swelling's going down. Oh, I didn't see you there.
You've heard of someone whose life is an open book? Well, meet Garry Shandling. His life is an open TV show. The comedy comes out of his own life.
Don't you wish you got applause when you walked into a laundry room?
It has a feeling of a learning experience coupled with a professional experience. Much like your job.
No one makes love like Garry.
Thank you. You know, these shows on television, they use this purple pages. Purple. Gives you some idea.
At Q.
Helping realize Shandling's dreams, Alan Rafkin, who's directed comedies from Dick Van Dyke to Mary Tyler Moore to MASH.
And it's flying by the seat of your pants, and it's wonderful. It's exciting.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Zweibel, I would like to...
Co-creator and producer Alan Zweibel's earlier writing won 3 Emmys for Saturday Night Live.
Excuse us just a second. Excuse us.
We try to have fun with the device of television.
And the executive producer of It's Garry Shandling Show is Brad Gray.
You know, this is the type of show, because there is no sort of structure that it falls into, it's boundless.
Here come the other actors. I wonder what they want.
If there's something that's ripe for humor, I think that they'll go after it. They're kind of humor's piranha.
Well, how's it going out there? You know, is it...
Well, actually, great, because, you know, a very funny thing happened to me. A friend of mine came in for...
Back to me.
For the actors, it's kind of like, oh, well, it's feel like I'm stealing money.
Mm-hmm.
In some respects, because it really is so much fun.
How come these things always happen to Uncle Garry?
I'll tell you in the car.
How come?
In the car.
You have to see it. It's really bizarre. It's great.
He's a great kid, isn't he? Kind of reminds me of Bob's big boy.
We have a good rapport going.
Am I on camera right now?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you are.
I don't think I've ever worked on a show that was more fun to work on.
And it beats heavy lifting.
It beats heavy lifting.
Why don't you guys just cut to the next scene, and I'll meet you there, because I'm going to walk. Okay.
We're right in the middle of the run-through right now, and I know you're doing your little story and everything, but we're trying to do this scene, so maybe you could go cover a traffic accident or something like that.
Which way, Garry, should I?
I would head out Sunset and Gower.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I think an accident happens there every 8 minutes. Somebody hits a hooker, I think. So I go.
The invasion of the Body Snatchers drains a town's population of their identities tonight at midnight on The Late Movie. Welcome to the Saturday afternoon movie. Today, a beautiful woman discovers that love can have tragic consequences in Cat People.